I'm Managing Director of Exeter City Living. That's Exeter City Council's wholly owned development company. And I'm responsible for working with a team of great individuals to deliver the City Council's Passive House, Healthy Building and Climate Ready portfolio of projects. St Sidwell's is special. It's really special actually. It's a groundbreaking project that's going to deliver an exceptionally environmentally sustainable, healthy and I think a brilliant building. We've got exceptional swimming pools requiring virtually no chemicals to maintain crystal clear water quality. We've got 150 exercise stations that are enhanced by our top floor spa. And this is all encased in a building that is going to be extremely comfortable. It's going to smell and feel fresh. And it's also going to really enhance our health and well-being because of some of the building biology aspects. I think what's great about the building is it kind of exemplifies those science lessons we have at school. St Sidwell's really bring them to life. We've got biology, we have building biologists as part of the project team, ensuring that the building is really healthy so that when you swim in the water there's little or no chemicals. We're using ultrafiltration, that the internal environment is comfortable and warm by adopting building physics, so working with building physicians. That you'll find when you go and change, leaving the pool halls into the changing village, you'll find that it's a lot warmer than you have in conventional pool halls, so a lot more comfortable. In terms of some of the other aspects, this building's designed to be climate ready. By that, it will be climate resilient to at least 2080. And we work with climate scientists at Exeter University to model the building so that it doesn't overheat and it can also withstand future storm conditions with regard to rainwater and wind.
My role on the St Sidwell's Point project is as a building physicist and passive house designer and climate change adaptation specialist. So I started working on it about 7 years ago, where we were reviewing the design to see where it would go in terms of what it would look like in future climate change scenarios. So if the current predictions of a 4-degree temperature rise ever get realised, we wanted to understand what impact that would have on the building, whether it would overheat, whether it would actually perform still in terms of its energy systems, whether it would be using more energy, whether it would be having a larger carbon footprint. So it's really important to understand what buildings are doing now in terms of the design, but also what buildings are going to do in future climate change scenarios. What I think makes St Sidwell's Point special is the fact that it is going to be the world's most energy efficient leisure centre. There's not a leisure centre in the world quite like it at this moment in time. My main role on site is to work with the contractors and to also check and ensure that the low energy and low carbon design credentials are being installed correctly and are being met during the construction. One of the things that I do really like about St Sidwell's Point is that there's a gymnasium there, and it's got 150 gym stations, so that's rowing machines and running machines and people working out. And all that heat from the people working out and equipment is going to be used to actually heat the pool water and to heat the space temperatures. So it's just, you've got this cycle going on inside the building. It's just an amazing thing that's happening there, I think.
I'm a certified European passive house designer and a chartered architectural technologist. I work as part of the design team, designing the envelope, the roof, external walls, ground floor of the building at St Sidwell's Point. Designers in construction can take many roles, including architecture, civil engineering, structural engineering, electrical engineering, and mechanical engineering. The most rewarding thing about architecture is being able to see your own imagination realised in front of you.
I'm one of the project managers at the St Sidwell Point project. My role involves sort of overseeing the whole building process, so I work closely with architects and engineers for planning and programming and all the day-to-day running. Obviously key aspects of that are health and safety, management of quality on site, making sure stuff is done right first time, and really just the day-to-day coordination of all the trades and all the managers.
We sort of coordinate the production of design information, which is drawings, specifications, bringing together the architects, structural engineers, civil engineers, mechanical and electrical engineers, bringing all that information together so that when it gets to on site, they know what they're building. So Sidwell's Point is an exciting project. It's the first passive house leisure centre in the UK. It's expected to achieve cost savings of up to 70% in energy. And it's exciting as well because it's sort of this cutting edge new form of low energy building, and it's expected to have cost savings in energy of 70%.
My role involves the letting of packages to subcontractors, so every bit of work gets bundled up as a package and then you let that to, say, a carpenter or a bricklayer. If you're female and you're entering this industry, I wouldn't see that as a disadvantage at all. It definitely isn't a male world. Everybody's treated equally. I don't feel like I'm treated differently for being a woman, and just go into it as though, you know, you're kind of gender neutral almost.
My day involves making sure there's coordination between the day-to-day trades on site, from safety briefings in the morning, taking those, making sure everyone's happy with their work area before they start work, making sure the guys on site have the right details, making sure everyone can communicate and it will run smoothly. So I'm pleased to be involved in it because it's one of the first passive house leisure centres in the UK. It's one of the biggest projects in the area, one of the most challenging projects in the area, and to be a part of it on my CV is fantastic.
So my role as a quantity surveyor is to ask subcontractors to price the work for us, and they'll place the order based on different aspects of how they perform with Kia and obviously the money. So I started from leaving school just after GCSEs and AS levels, and I decided that an apprenticeship was a better route for me than university. As it happens, once I've finished my level 3, which is my apprenticeship, I'm doing a degree anyway with Kia, and they're able to pay for it and myself, which is fantastic. So I end up out of debt and hopefully a little bit better off at the end of the degree anyway.
I'm the project manager for Massey Cladding Solutions. We provide the roofing and the wall panels around the whole building, which is also incorporates the insulation build-up and the finishes. We have black mirrored finish on this project, compressed concrete panels, which is a lot more interesting than a usual cladding and roofing build-up, which is you probably associate with just crinkly tin sheets and warehouses. St Sidwell's Point is a special build, especially for me being local to the area. I see this building every time I come into Exeter, and knowing that I'm part of that makes me feel really good. It's a fantastic looking building. It's a building that the whole of the city can be proud of, because when it's completed, it's really going to be quite iconic, I think. And to be part of that is great. It's really good.
My primary role on St Sidwell's Point is I am the supervisor of the masonry works. That involves looking after planning and making sure the works get executed in the correct manner.
My role is on a rotational basis, where you have different experiences in the construction industry, such as quantity surveying, but at the minute I'm doing site management. My average day on site, I'm currently doing site management, so I'm sort of shadowing the site managers on site, what they do and their day-to-day roles, getting experience of what to do, ensuring the health and safety on site is up to standard, ensuring the labour force is happy. You get to interact with a number of people every day, because it's a massive project. I think some days there's 100 people on site, loads of subcontractors, all the Kia staff as well in the office, all friendly, all really helpful, and you get to meet so many different people on a day-to-day basis.
If you're interested in saving the planet, engineering or computing or mathematics, through to interior design or landscape architecture, there are a plethora of opportunities that you can look and pursue. And I think what's really the fun bit is we all get to work together. And so you have a real opportunity to work with people from all aspects of different skills and experiences, and we bring it all together, turn it into a bit of magic and deliver a great building.